so
I have to say
problematic.
something about the river, you know, because I've been working a lot in the Yamuna. Yamuna and the banks of Yamuna do not require beautification. They don't require concretization, which is happening on the banks. What Yamuna and the banks, 52 kilometers of banks in the Delhi area, require biodiversity parks to be set up. And these are
May I add, remember COVID,
yeah,
just
I thought we were
10
discussing
seconds,
it.
remember
No,
COVID,
it is one
remember
second.
COVID,
1
the
second, come
Yamuna
on.
was, you could actually see the water, it was not a cesspool. Why? Because industrial activity
It's
stopped.
linked.
Can I just
So
say
now this is
but
linked.
the fact
So
is,
one
Second,
second,
let's go one by
pollution.
yeah, let's go one by one.
the fact
Make your
is,
point.
when you say that you hope that pollution will be mainstreamed or that, and you believe that environment is being mainstreamed, please show me where. Over the last few years, and we can stretch this back in time,
I'll
but
give you an
particularly
example,
over the
Ranjit.
last decade, one has seen systematical weakness of environmental protection to fast-track development projects. Come to Goa. Look at the manner in which the entire regulatory
That's what I'm
system
saying. I
has
started
been
by saying
completely
that.
destroyed.
This is so
The
I'll
accelerator-
I'll
one
come to
minute,
you.
one
I'll come
minute,
to you. I'll come
one
to you.
minute.
Let him finish. I'll
The
come to you.
regulatory dilutions.
Right after him.
The Forest Conservation Act, the Environmental Impact Assessment notifications, they have stripped protection of our forests. Look at the deforestation taking place, allowing projects often to operate without prior environmental clearances. Look at the time in which environmental clearances are immediately given to large industrial projects without looking at the environmental
Let her
impact.
come in, then
Look
you
at
go.
the way the coastal rules are being violated in state after state. Don't look at it only in pollution.
Yes.
Pollution is one aspect
Aspect,
of
I
your
completely
larger
agree.
commitment to environment.
Environment.
And
I
the fact
completely
is,
agree.
they talk about this in rarefied seminars or go to climate change conferences. The reality on the ground, go to Uttarakhand, look at Himachal, look at Goa. Forests are being denuded time out, and no one cares, and no one is
Rajiv, let me
penalized.
bring
That
you
is
to
the
sorry.
reality.
Okay,
I'm
so no,
sorry,
go
there
ahead.
is-
Make your point.
This is so problematic.
What is problematic?
This is so problematic that you think air pollution is an environment problem.
Why
It
not?
is a health problem.
Allow.
It
It's
is
both.
not an environment problem.
The
You cannot
consequence
look
is a
at
health
no,
problem.
You have to look
it
at air
results
pollution.
in a health problem.
Yeah.
Allow.
It is,
No. Everyone, please
the
allow
problem,
everyone. Yeah,
this is
each
the
other time.
problem that we have, that every time we speak about health, we speak about direct impact, it is always pitted against development. That's not the case.
Why should it be in
No,
silos?
it's not.
Health
It should
and
not be-
environment, they're all connected.
No.
Allow
No.
Rajdeep, allow her to
I
make her
pay
point.
Where is
a
your gavel
life
today?
tax. I pay a life tax for staying in Delhi-NCR in North Delhi, right? I'm shedding years of my life, of my kids' life. My kids are getting dumber. They are not able to concentrate in school.
But it's an environment.
It is,
Yeah,
no,
it's an
it is
environment
health.
issue.
You have to
No,
stop.
it's health which is impacted by environment.
But
That's
we are
what
not talking
argument
across
No
classes.
other environment the health of the planet and the health of the human being, they're all in sync. I understand that. But let's come
So
on.
what
And
should we
on
do?
GRAP.
Okay, I wanna-
And on GRAP. No, once
that, we'll go
we've
to
got to
Smog.
address GRAP. For everybody who says that GRAP is a problem, I am sorry, with the rights of the commuters, am
We're
I
not-
right
I
to
never
live?
said that. I never said that.
You said GRAP, why is BS6
No,
now
it's very
becoming a
unfair.
standard?
It's very unfair.
Why is that unfair?
Because
There is
air
a
pollution
short-term
doesn't
measure
stop
that
at
has to be
Faridabad
taken.
border.
Instant,
It comes from 100
inconvenience
kilometers. One
to
by one.
people. Instant inconvenience to people.
And what about inconvenience of life?
There are people who are living.
What about people who are
It's
landing
not
up in
people to be
emergencies?
blamed.
Let's
To
shut
ban
down everything
people,
like
ban
COVID.
vehicles out of nowhere.
Let's shut down
You can
everything
find
like
that
COVID.
level
Okay,
today.
guys,
It's
let's
shocking
not
to say
point
you are
talking
talking
over
sad
each other.
that you do
Sneha,
this.
1 second, hard cut. No point talking over each other.
Right.
Okay, you made your point. I'm going to go across to
Yeah.
Sneha now. Make your point, but Sneha,
Three
with what
things.
Rajdeep said.
Yeah.
With what Rajdeep
Totally.
said, that there is now, mainstreaming of understanding that it is a health hazard and also which stems from a larger environment problem which we
Absolutely.
refuse to address. And I'll give you why. You said, give me one example, Rajdeep. I'll give you a very recent example. Would you have ever thought that an entire stadium will resound in chants of AQI? Where would it have happened? It would have been messy, but the chants were AQI. That means that the middle class, and one might say only the poor vote, the middle class has a huge chunk of that vote, is somewhere down the line being sensitized to the fact that they're suffering.
Thankfully.
I am very happy to hear that. I was reassured, but I can
But
assure
it's
you at election time, what will I hear? Religious slogans.
No, come on.
Dash,
No,
dash,
Election
dash,
should
dash,
happen
dash,
in
dash,
winter.
dash.
No,
So
no, no.
all
I think
that-
election should
Ma'am,
happen in winter. That's the only time it will become an election. Let people go cover
Make your point, then I'll go to
actually
Sneha,
just
and then
before
you
go
take
to-
final
I
comments.
just linked
Yeah.
it to the wider issue of how serious. It's not as if health is in a different silo to environment. My larger problem is we do not front load these issues even with environmental protection. We are looking and debating it because it's happening in Delhi. Let me be honest.
Yeah.
The fact is, go to Himachal Pradesh, look at the deforestation, Uttarakhand, look at the way my state of Goa is being systematically destroyed
Can I say
because of
something?
lack of environmental
Okay, we are
protection.
going to
All
go
of
to
that comes
Sneha and then
together.
take final
Can I
comments.
say
Sneha,
something? In the month of October, my state of Meghalaya, it is a hill station. My home is Shillong. And not too far away is a small city which sees a lot of industrial activity, Birni Hut. Just look it up. It is the most polluted city or town in India. It was, in fact, a few months
Haridwar,
ago.
yes.
You know, small cities.
Rishikesh's AQI
So we
today was
can't
over
just say
300.
metropolitan cities.
Yeah.
Second, I agree with Rajdeep sir. Environment and health,
Don't serve
it
me, huh?
can't.
Go
I
ahead.
agree with Rajdeep that health and environment can't be seen in isolation. Now, why do I say this? We discussed Yamuna. The reason why we discussed Yamuna is because the river and the manner in which the banks are getting devastated has a direct bearing on the quality of air in Delhi. And I'm going to prove it to you. Because this, like I said, the biodiversity that we see and the restoration of that has an immediate impact on the quality of it. It's a long-term solution. Fourth, on odd and even, not the best thing to do, but that's a knee-jerk reaction. Again, GRAP 4, not the best thing to do. Hundreds of people are going to be inconvenienced to move from NCR, Noida, Delhi, Noida, Faridabad, Gurgaon. All of them are going to get inconvenienced, and that's the reason why that's not the best solution.
Go all in with
but
public
that's the only solution
Go all in
right
with
now.
public transport. Do what China did. You make sure that your public transport is so
Preeti,
strong that you can then take measures like odd and
Preeti,
even and the
Delhi-
one that we were discussing.
Delhi, despite having amongst the highest population densities in this country, if you look at data for the last 11 years, has the worst record or among the worst when it comes to public bus
Exactly.
purchases.
Yes.
So, but let me come back to that point. Episodic, knee-jerk, false solutions will not work. The choice is, God forbid a lockdown again, you could see miles from your rooftop in Delhi. The Yamuna was clean. There were monkeys on trees and you could
monkeys on
breathe
trees
there.
are in any case.
So
Too
it's
many.
a balance. It's a balance.
Right.
It's
Make
a
it-
balance. Knee-jerk solutions
Yes.
won't work. I spent half an hour before coming to this show looking at 6 or 7 reports. My belief is you need a 10-15 year all around the year strategy, 365 days, not 3 days.
Yes.
That's a good point. Sonal, make your point.
See, okay, this demo newsroom really has an impact. Okay, I'm not known to lose my cool, but this is like really irking me up. But I just want everybody to remember that 1.6 million people in the country have died because of air pollution. Please be very cognizant of that.
But why aren't we cognizant? We are being cognizant.
No, nobody is being
More
cognizant.
died because
Otherwise,
of
no one would say,
diabetes.
How? No, but that's not a comparison.
come on.
Health is a consequence of bad air.
Absolutely.
Please
No,
agree
absolutely.
on that.
Yeah, the reason we are
bad
here-
health doesn't
Yeah.
come first and then bad air.
I think they're all on the same side.
And
Allow
bad,
me-
and
You're on
bad
the
air
same
is a
page.
consequence of you not front-loading environmental protection.
Agreed.
All right, okay, allow her time. But Sonal, I think, all of us are on the same side here.
I have a hypothesis
Make your
on
point.
why people don't think air pollution is a problem in
But
Delhi.
who doesn't think?
we all
people think.
Hands
People
up.
don't think it's enough.
Hands up.
It's enough.
Hands up.
I don't think. But it's
Make
a
your
problem.
point,
But you
make
will
your
not wear a mask. Do you wear a mask? at
Of
home?
course.
Of course.
When you go
I
out,
do.
do you wear? Do you
No,
wear?
no.
I wear one.
I wear a mask.
But that's my choice. अरे इसमें
that's-
क्या है? मेरा अपना मर्जी है ना. But I am cognizant of the problem. I am saying it is a severe problem.
But in
it is a
newsroom
direct
debate
consequence
after
of
newsroom
economic
debate,
growth.
Okay, now allow her to put her point
कितना एयर पोल्यूशन अरे कितना डिबेट करेंगे ये इलेक्शन का इशू नहीं है अरे भाई हम टीवी चैनल सिर्फ इलेक्शन का इशू
India has highest power production from coal.
Okay, now, Siddharth, allow her to
For
come on.
years you did not allow nuclear power.
Siddharth,
Absolutely.
I want the gavel today. I don't know why we're getting so heated up on this. I
Where
think
is
they're
your
all in the
gavel?
same.
That's
I
the
don't
reason
know.
why, Siddharth, when Delhi
One
banned
second, Sneha,
tandoors,
hard
it was
cut.
not a...
Hard cut. Wait, make your
My
point.
hypothesis, and this is just to sort of calm everybody down, and I want you to think about it as well. Do you know that 10 micrograms increase in PM 2.5 or particulate matter, as they say, only 10 microgram increase in particulate matters makes your mind function 1 to 2% less. That's the statistic. What does that mean?
Cardiopulmonary disease, it leads
अरे-
to stroke,
अरे
it
आप
leads to
बात
type
नहीं
2
समझ
diabetes. सब
रहे
मान
हैं।
लिया
Make a
ना।
final
आप बात
point
नहीं
there.
समझ रहे हैं. What does that mean? It means we are dumber as an entire generation or a clan or a big group of people who live in Delhi NCR. Okay, that's what's happening. But on the issue of GRAP being knee-jerk, this and that, etc. Come on, guys. People are dying. Kids
Yeah,
are being
but-
born. You need
Solar,
Yes,
we are
you
not
need
saying
a plan.
Preeti,
but
can
you
I
can't
ask
ignore
you a question?
Zonal
Preeti?
is
One
major.
second.
Preeti,
Zonal.
can I ask
It's
you a
major.
question?
Siddharth asked me a question.
Is nuclear power better or coal-fired power plants? Just give me an answer, please.
Okay, one second. Okay, listen.
What have you done for 30 years as a country on nuclear power? Manmohan Singh signed the civil nuclear agreement.
Everyone scale it down.
Yesterday, the government, or day before, the government
Okay,
of India
Siddharth,
is now
one
changing
second.
that law.
Okay, everyone just scale it down.
What are you
okay,
saying?
one second. Everyone just calm down. The fact is we're all on the
There
same
is no
side.
episodic answer to this problem. It is a multi-decadal reform
I'm hard
that you
cut,
need.
Siddharth. Now,
You
okay.
need multi-decadal reform.
Siddharth, come on. Okay, we're
They are
all.
increasing the noise pollution.
I know.
That's, by the way, another
good
issue
one.
that needs to be addressed.
That's a good one, right? Good. That's a very good one.
Thank you.
But no, we're all on the same
हम भी
side.
कभी
here.
good one देते हैं.
No, we're all on the same side here. Where GRAP is concerned, knee jerk, yes, but nobody is saying that don't have it. We're all
Short-term,
saying
yes.
it needs
I
to
never
be.
said that.
Short term,
but
knee
not
jerk, because you
knee-jerk.
need to address larger core issues.
Yes.
I think that is something that we
And
all
we
agree
need,
with.
and we need the best minds on this. You see, the problem over
Exactly.
the years has been that I come back to it. Environment was never treated for the
Rajdeep,
longest
there are
time as a
beautiful
priority.
reports.
We
I
have
will
such
give you
wonderful
this.
minds
But they're
in
only
this
beautiful.
country.
Rajdeep, there are
Very
beautiful
partisan
reports.
reports.
Politicians love bans. We should not
Okay.
support bans of any kind.
Environmentalists have been saying हमारी सुनते नहीं है, हमारा सुनना बंद कर दिया, because we scientists बन के क्या फायदा, contractor बन जाते, is what one scientist told me today, associated with the Delhi government. Contractor ही बन जाता, because they are not finding solutions the way it has to be found.
Okay,
The
I
best
want to just
minds
take
are
quick
not on
comments.
it.
Quick comments. Do you think something is shifting, Siddharth? Do you think that we are finally maybe looking at it from a lens which is a lot more serious than we have in the past?
Yes, the youth is far more aware. Social media
The
is
middle
helping
class
them.
is waking up to it, I feel.
My belief is more than the middle class. It's the youth who are also cognizant of this issue because
One
they have
line.
more exposure.
One line.
I think I have to thank Messi for coming to India, raising the issue of AQI. Had those AQI chants not happened, had Rekha Gupta high chants not happened, this would not have been an issue. Please remember, Aam Aadmi Party was thrown out of power in Delhi only because people were fed up of excuses. People voted BJP in power to say, Mayor aapka, CM aapka, PM aapka, LG aapka. और अब जब सब बीजेपी के हैं उसके बाद भी कोई solution नहीं निकल पा रहा है, that is what is angering people.
No, and the fact is it's not just a Delhi issue because, even though I am, very proud of my country, but I'd like a bit of embarrassment where the latest match, which was supposed to take place in Lucknow between South Africa and India, was put off. Put off, why? Because of smog. Let it make international headlines. Let us be a little more embarrassed that we actually act on it.
Nothing is going to change. Nothing is going to
voice
change.
of doom.
As long as you have some, as long as you have some,
can I-
as long as
Preeti,
you
can
have.
I respond? Delhi changed it. On the road to Noida from Delhi, you had a fly ash plant. Delhi was the largest implementer of CNG buses. Our
That
white
was not
shirts.
through a court order. Not through
But it happened,
not through
Rajdeep.
politicians seeing the future. We have politicians who look in the present, only what will win them the
All
next
I'm
Okay,
saying,
election.
nothing will
Rajdeep,
change.
Unless
Okay,
we
you
have
change-
done it.
So that-
We have
that's
done
what
it.
I'm-
We have done it. We can do more.
This side is not speaking. Now, you
let me
make
give
your
you
point.
let me give you a positive, right?
Last one line.
Very quickly, a positive is Surat. Surat, if you recall, in the 1990s, after the plague, was seen as one of the most dirty cities in the country. Surat changed because of the efforts that the citizens and more importantly the bureaucracy made there.
Bureaucracy
They had
is the
enlightened
Messaging.
bureaucracy.
Nobody
If
else
you don't-
speaks, only
if you
Sneha will
don't-
speak.
If you don't have enlightened bureaucrats and if
One
you have
line, Sneha.
substandard quality politicians,
point.
nothing's
Rajdeep,
going
point
to
is
change.
over.
Two things, please don't say one line, two things. Messaging from the top. Will the Prime Minister come out and say that this is a problem and we need to address it like he did during COVID, asking everybody to wear masks? Thukna mat is what he said.
Maybe
Nobody
you should do
wanted
an
to
8
spit.
p.m. prime time address to the nation on air
Plus,
pollution.
I'm
Rajdeep,
also...
Will you take a little bit of responsibility? Will you pick up pollution as a mainstay in your
I'm going
debate?
to, I'm going to give you
Come on.
stories.
I have a discussion on it today. I've had
during the
no,
winter.
No, 1 minute.
Okay, I'm shutting
I
the
am
show now.
suggesting
I'm
that
closing
India today make 2020. Let's put it there. India today ensure that in the spirit of the democratic newsroom, make 2026 the year where India today will run a sustained campaign across
Which we
India
are.
on air pollution.